Craig, you're actually traveling at a global wildfire conference. But first, I want to ask you, as far as you know, when it comes to the Butte County fire and here in the Bay Area, how does this play out? What's next in the next 24 to 48 hours?
Well, the Sierra Nevada, the mountainous regions near the campfire, under a red flag warning, a fire weather watch, and that means that dry, gusty winds are forecasted for the weekend. So that means that more smoke will be transported to the Bay Area, potentially increasing the smoke levels and potentially being a dangerous condition for firefighters on the fire lines.
What has made this fire so difficult to fight, and why is the air just not moving over the Bay Area?
Well, the region has a high-pressure system over it, and so that's what's keeping the air very stagnant. There's not a lot of wind in the Bay Area. But with these northeast winds that are forecast, that could flush out some of the air in the Bay Area, but it's just going to be replaced with the smoke from the current campfire. So the reason why it's a difficult fire is we're in fall and our fuels are very, very dry. And when you have an ignition with very dry fuels and high winds, as the winds were last week when the fire started, that makes it very dangerous and a very fast-spreading fire.
Now, here in San Francisco, you can see the air behind me. I mean, you can normally see the Bay Bridge over my shoulder, and it's almost completely obscured. I've got my mask here for right after we get off the set. Olivia, you've been covering how tech companies are handling this, how it's impacting employees. What are you hearing?
Well, Google, Facebook, Airbnb, Uber, they all have their headquarters here in the Bay Area, some of the biggest technology companies in the world. And many of them are telling their employees to work from home today. They're advising that. Just coming in on the commute is considered dangerous. And then if they are coming into the office, they're giving out masks. Some offices are even doubling up on their air purifiers.
Schools are closed. My kids are out of school. It's impossible to get masks or air purifiers on Amazon delivered, in any short amount of time. Craig, you've been looking into how technology, how potentially AI could help prevent and fight disasters like this. How advanced is that technology, and is it being used right now?
Well, I'm not too sure on how advanced the technology is, but I know that there are teams around the world that are using deep learning and AI to understand how fires behave. But in general, most fire prediction systems are based on combustion models that are linked to fire weather models. And so, we can forecast pretty well what the fire weather conditions are going to be, and we kind of understand how fires spread in these types of conditions, but we don't understand a lot of aspects of how plumes and spotting occur. And so that's what really drives rapid spread rates. And so that's where the state of the science is right now.
So ultimately, right now, is it up to humans and, good old-fashioned cell phones?
Well, that's one way. I mean, there's predictive systems out there, numerical models like weather models that are predicting where smoke goes, where fires can move. But right now, I think the big issue is understanding what the fuel conditions are, like how dry are the fuels going to be, and that's part of what we call the National Fire Danger Rating System, and that gives us a forecast of what the conditions are on the ground, but it doesn't give us the fire behavior in real time. So there's a lot of different models out there that scientists and fire managers use, and that gives us an idea of what to expect next. And I think what they're worried about right now is this next wind event this weekend and how severe it may be. It doesn't look like it's going to be as strong as last week for sure, so that's a good sign.
So here in the Bay Area, should we be bracing for bad air quality through the weekend, through Monday?
Yes, I believe that the Bay Area Air Quality District has a warning out till Tuesday. So all weekend it's going to be smoky. Because if we have those northeast winds blowing into the Bay Area, they're bringing that smoke back into the Bay Area. So no, we're not letting up. It's not letting up yet.